When it comes to food, I love my chicken. I just love it a lot. I mean, I love it so much that I could eat it like every single day, but except at some point in time, I would get sick of it. But I love chicken as long as it's created differently from time to time, it's good. But today, I am making something totally different. Instead of just taking regular chicken drumsticks and putting spices all over it and shoving it in the oven for an hour and 15 minutes. I'm doing it totally different. Welcome back to another episode of Cooking with Jay Simkowitz. Today I am doing a new way of cooking chicken that Warnydog, as you can see on the description below, that he wanted was chicken. So that is what I am doing today. So let me show you the ingredients you're going to need to create this nice, delicious shake and bake chicken. So the very first thing you need is your chicken. I'm using drumsticks today, and they are already in a bag because you're going to need 2 bags. One with the chicken that you're going to put your olive oil that we are using, okay, in one of them. With this bag already with the chicken in it, you're going to add your olive oil. This bag, you're going to add your breadcrumbs. I'm using gluten-free breadcrumbs because then everyone can eat it in my house. My mom can eat it and I can eat it. Even though I'm not allergic to breadcrumbs, but my mom is because she's allergic to gluten. She can have gluten-free breadcrumbs. You're going to need some tongs because you're going to have to transfer it with the oil in from one bag into the other bag. So we're going to open up this bag right away. Just like that. And then you're going to need your spices. Whatever spices you're going to use. I'm using parsley, rosemary, and basil. Usually I like to put some garlic salt on it, but my mom doesn't like garlic salt on her chicken, so we can't do that. But, of course, this is shake and bake. So, let's get on with this. First thing you're going to do is open up the bag and dump in your oil. Now, I like olive oil because it has a good flavor when it comes to all this. And the reason we are dumping the oil in the bag is because it's going to mix very well. So what you want to do is blow into the bag so that it can create an air pocket in there. Okay, it doesn't have to be very big of an air pocket, just big enough that your chicken can roll around in the oil so it can all get covered up. You want it all covered up the best possible way. Okay, you see it's all been covered up. Now you're going to transfer it into the other bag. That's where the tongs come in handy. Just place all 4 pieces or however many pieces you're using for dinner. Okay, now we'll take this bag and we'll put it to the side because we don't need it anymore. And the tongs can stay there. Now we're going to add our gluten-free breadcrumbs into our bag. We're going to literally dump it on there. You want quite a fair amount. If you don't think there is enough, you can always add more in later, but you want to make sure that there's a fair amount. So now we're going to add our basil. Smell of basil smells good. Our parsley. Our rosemary. As I told my mom once, if she wants rosemary, she better go find herself a woman named Rosemary. I mean, I thought it was funny. Now you're going to take the bag and you're going to do the same thing. You're going to blow into it so that you can create a nice air pocket in there. You're going to shake the bag up. This is the shake and bake part of it. This is what makes it shake and bake. Now, I don't think there is enough breadcrumbs in here, so I'm gonna add a lot more. There we go. I think there's a nice generous amount there. Gonna blow back into the bag. That's a better one. Gonna shake it up to make some shake and bake. There we go. Now here's the last step before we stick it into our oven actually. The last step is we're going to take our chicken and we're going to transfer it into our nice lovely pan with parchment paper. I didn't tell you need parchment paper, but it's usually a given that when you're cooking chicken with a pan, you want to line it with parchment paper so that you don't actually get the bottom all dirty. So you're going to take the pieces out. Place them all on your parchment paper on the pan. And the best part of this is you're going to take the rest of the breadcrumbs that are right in here. Gonna sprinkle them onto the chicken so they get even more seasoned. Wow, I can't talk right now. I don't know why, but it just seems like I can't talk. But I like to make sure that my chicken is nicely seasoned and covered to the best of its ability. And there we go. And now you add it into the oven at 400 degrees. That's important. 400 degrees for an hour and 15 minutes so it's fully cooked, because chicken has to be fully cooked. It cannot be pink inside. You want it to be white. So we're going to add it into the oven now. Now that the timer has gone off, you're going to take the chicken out of the oven and you're going to place it on top of the stove and you're going to transfer it to a plate. Now that the chicken has been placed on a plate, you have options of what you can do. You can make it with a salad like this one right here, or you can make it with rice, or you can make it with veggies, or with something else. But I have a question for you guys. Do you like it when I zoom in on the food like this? Or do you like it when you can actually see my whole face and body and the food that is here? Do you like that more, or do you like it when it's zoomed in? Put in the comments below. So one thing you have to do as you as you're done cooking your food, you have to try it. Literally, you have to try your shake and bake. So I like to start with the crispy part of the chicken because it's always my favorite part, and then I just dig into it. Be careful, it's very hot and very good. That is so good, I love it. This cooking squad is my favorite chicken to make. Breaded chicken, or as Warnydog would say, shake and bake. This is what it is. It's shake and bake chicken, because you shake the chicken in a bag full of your breadcrumbs and your spices and whatever else you want to add in there. So if you enjoyed this, please hit that thumbs up. Also, remember to share this with your friends, family, and all your social medias. And don't forget to subscribe below. If you haven't subscribed, click that little subscribe button. It's not very hard. You can do it. Also, remember to join all my social medias like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. They're all there in the descriptions below. And remember, you guys are awesome. You guys are amazing. You're one of a kind. You're beautiful. And thank you for being part of Cooking Squad. And remember, the most important thing is keep calm and cook on.